This is my scrapbook, full of special photos of my island of Sodor friends that I've taken over the years. I'm very proud of it and would love to share my pictures and the stories behind them with you. To open my scrapbook and flip the pages forward, press the right arrow key on your controller. If you'd like to turn back a page, press the left arrow key on your controller. I hope you enjoy my scrapbook. Bertie is a friendly bus who has a firm friendship with Thomas, especially after their great race. Select the bottom photo and press enter if you want to find out who was the winner of Thomas and Bertie's great race. Bill and Ben are twin engines and identical in every way. They like playing jokes on other engines, but will also help out when needed. In fact, once they helped save some workers from a destructive rock slide. The workers called them heroes. Would you? Select the bottom photo and press enter to decide for yourself. Bulgy is a bad-tempered double-decker bus who's out to close down the rails and free the roads. He knows how to tell a lie to try to get out of a jam, but it always backfires on him. In fact, I've made sure that Bulgy can no longer cause any more problems. Would you like to see how? Select the bottom photo and press enter to see what Bulgy's doing now. Bulstrode is an old, bad-tempered, sea-going barge who's happiest when he's rude to the engines. But I've put a stop to that. Now even Bulstrode is really useful. Find out how by selecting the bottom photo and pressing enter. Caroline is a mild-mannered auto who is happiest traveling at a slow pace and driving through the countryside. In fact, she often breaks down if she's pushed to drive too quickly. Once, I needed her help to get to Lady Hatt's birthday party and, well, select the bottom photo and press enter to see what happened. Cranky is a crane with a high and mighty attitude that annoys the other engines. He knows that if he ever gets too big for his crane hook, the engines have ways of getting back at him. How, you may ask? Select the bottom photo and press enter to find out. Daisy is a highly strung diesel engine who sometimes feels she's too good to carry anything except passengers. She also claims that she's not afraid of anything, but I don't believe her. Do you? Select the bottom photo and press enter to see for yourself. Donald and Douglas are Scottish twins who love to play jokes on everyone else. When they first came to my railway, they liked to cause trouble by confusing everyone as to which engine was which. But I solved that problem by, well, select the bottom photo and press enter to find out what I did. Duck is a cheerful and busy little engine who comes from the Great Western Railroad. He likes to prove how useful smaller engines can be, which sometimes leads him into trouble. In fact, I seem to remember a time the Duck had a very funny run-in with our local barber. It still makes me laugh, and if you select the bottom photo and press enter, I think you'll get a chuckle out of it as well. Edward is one of the older engines in my railway, who likes to help me out when the other engines misbehave. Although some of the engines think he's too old to help out, I still know that he's really useful. If you select the bottom photo and press enter, you think he's really useful too. George is a grumpy steamroller who is no friend to the engines on my railway. He likes to cause trouble, and often does when he's careless and paves over things he's not supposed to. Select the bottom photo and press enter to see some of the problems he causes when he doesn't follow my instructions. Gordon is the senior member of my engine family, the fastest and strongest, and he knows it. He has a good heart, but sometimes takes on jobs that are even too big for him. Select the bottom photo, and I think you'll understand what I mean. In a railway family, Harold can hardly avoid having a high profile. He brings a welcome spot of dash to the quiet landscape whenever he appears, and it's often Harold I turn to when I need help from the skies. Why, he even helped out Percy one time when Percy decided to take a swim. Select the bottom photo and press enter to see for yourself. Henry is a long, fast engine with a thoroughbred look, and like all thoroughbreds, Henry tends to be highly strung and prone to illness. Henry especially doesn't like to get wet, and will even avoid jobs if it means going out in the rain. Select the bottom photo and press enter to find out what happened to Henry. James is a medium-sized engine who likes to think of himself as a really splendid engine. He often boasts about his brass dome and scarlet paint. But I remember a time when it wasn't just James's paint that was red. Select the bottom photo and press enter to find out why we once called him James the Red-Nosed Engine. Mavis is a feisty young diesel engine who works at the quarry. She's full of her own ideas and doesn't take kindly to advice. At first, she and Toby did not get along, but that soon changed. Would you like to know how? Select the bottom photo and press enter to find out. Percy is the junior member of my principal team of engines. He's a hard worker and likes to prove that even little engines can do big things. Here's a picture that shows what a useful and reliable engine Percy is. Remember when he helped to save Mrs. Kindly's daughter's wedding? Select the bottom photo and press enter to see how he saved the day. Peter Sam is a happy and kind engine who is a hard worker and never grumbles about late hours of extra work. In fact, he'll even sing now and then while he's on the job. Select the bottom photo and press enter to find out what he sings about. Rusty is a self-assured and dedicated worker with a huge heart. He loves adventure, or at least some adventures. Here's a photo of when Rusty had a close encounter with a boulder. Select the bottom photo and press enter to see what happened. Terence is an honest and hard-working tractor who has often been the subject of teasing from the engines because of his caterpillar wheels. But just ask Thomas how useful Terence's wheels are, or select the bottom photo and press enter to find out yourself. Thomas is a cheeky, fussy engine who often gets into scrapes by being overeager to do things best left to bigger and more sensible engines. Why, here's one of my favorite pictures of Thomas. There he is getting into trouble again. Select the bottom photo and press enter to find out what happened. Toby is an old-fashioned engine, both in looks and outlook. He was once nearly saved from scrap, so is now eager to do any job, no matter how dangerous. For this, the engines consider him very brave. In fact, here is a photo where Toby nearly met disaster after a devastating flood. Select the bottom photo and press enter to see what happened. Trevor is an old tractor who enjoys dozing in the sun, but dislikes being left outside for too long. He loves to show that he's still capable of a good day's work, but most of all, loves to take children on rides all around the farm. As a matter of fact, if you select the bottom photo and press enter, you'll get to see Trevor at his best. Thank you for viewing my scrapbook. It's been a pleasure to share stories about my friends on the island of Sodor with you. Please be sure to come back again soon.